Hey everybody, JPT back here with another edition of Banished. So far, well, we got ourselves a cemetery, we got ourselves a schoolhouse now, and we're hopefully going to get ourselves a couple houses built over here. I am separating things a little bit, probably not as much as I could, but we are on a smaller map. Of course, if a tornado wants to come through, take the dead first. I would appreciate that. But a snow tornado would be terrifying. I've yet to see any kind of disasters in this game. I am aware of their existence. We have been good so far. We're in year 5, going on year 6 of this town called Excelsior. If you are new to the game, hopefully you will learn a few things. All you have to do is go back and watch my previous episodes. You'll get pretty much all up to date on what I've been doing here in my town. With that said, we've got pretty good capacity on lots of items. The stockpiles will hold firewood, iron, logs, and stone as far as I know. Nothing else really goes in there. This one is pretty much full of stone and firewood. I like that they represent visually what is in there. Whereas here in the storage barn, you kind of have to, click around and see what's going on. We've got pretty good leather and pretty good herbs, so let's go ahead and maybe bump up the herbs and the leather and see if we can get maybe this going a little bit more so that when the people come in to trade, they will be happier. And as you can see, here comes the resources in. Of course, we have deer over here, which could be getting hunted. This 33-year-old trader, he should be working, just saying. You should be moving resources, buddy. Oh, these houses are now being built, which is really cool. That will allow for expansion of our citizens and our families. You'll traditionally get 2 people that move in, and then, of course, as they have children, they will start filling up those houses. If I'm not mistaken, each house has 8 slots. So immediately we had 2 people move in. They are slightly older. Their jobs changed instantly due to probably them being a little bit closer to this so that their trekking to work isn't so bad, which is pretty cool. This is now being built. We'll see who gets moved in there. And it usually doesn't take very long for people to have a baby. So, they'll move out of their other houses and their parents' house and start their own families, which means we need to come back here. Here we've got a pretty good run of children going on here. A couple farmers and, we'll call them a blue-collar family. It's some pretty good, looks like 2 families living together. Perhaps somebody just moved out, so maybe they got out of there. Treen, now a child. But we got some people living in here as well. So not everyone has 6 people, so we could probably go ahead and let's unpause this one. Let's get that one building as well. Yeah, they're now foresters too, which is kind of interesting. Oh, that's cool. You live right next to the schoolhouse. Still not educated. Someday. So when the kids get old enough, they will come in here and get educated. That 3-year-old that we saw earlier will likely come over here, get themselves some knowledge. Let's go ahead and... I don't think it's going to hurt. Let's go ahead and build this now. We'll kind of split our divisions a little bit. Also, I think what I may want to do is put down a work pile over here as well. I'm sure somebody has maybe made that comment already. I like to do a 4x6. Just seems to hold enough. We've got 3 of them down here. Their capacity is pretty good. I went ahead and built that one because they all panicked thinking that they were running out of stuff. Of course, we are using the logs, so that's why people are kind of losing their minds a little bit. Let's go ahead and check and make sure that we aren't overbuilding. No, we have actually 6 things that need to be built now that we've got these 2 things going, so having 4 builders is not the end of the world. Just kind of taking a look silently at what I need to do here. We We do have 3 children, so eventually they will get educated. Perhaps together, I don't know. Oh, wait, what's this mean? Ah, they don't have any more resources. That's fine. We're building those buildings. You'll have your resources soon. So yes, we have a 4-year-old here, a 4-year-old here, and a 0-year-old, and a 4-year-old here. So wow, we've got lots of kids. Have they had kids already? We are going a little fast. Yes, they have had a kid as well. So, if you're wanting a population explosion, you can make it happen. You just have to build the right things at the right time. Go ahead and build another house right next to this one. Put a pause on it, though. Just slowly expanding things. Yeah, see, they're already putting firewood over here. Wow, another kid was born, so our building houses makes babies. If you're wanting to know how to expand your population, build houses. People will move into them, and then they'll just do the you-know-what. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if these two had a kid coming soon. In the rare instance, she is older than him. That would be an interesting job to have, as pregnant, of chopping trees. Still nowhere near the 400 limit that I set. Because I keep building things. That's my problem, not theirs. Built this bridge earlier, that was fun. Let's get zoomed in on here. I like this little place here. Again, to take a screenshot in this game, if you want it without sort of the UI, just hit print screen. If you want it with the UI, I believe scroll lock or maybe pause break. I think pause break is the one I'm thinking of. Is the one that takes the screenshot. So far, no graves. No one's died yet in the 6 years that we've been going. Oh, let's see what yield we're going to get. 97%. Perfect. Keep going, everybody. Look at that yield grow. Oh, yeah. Orchards, if I'm not mistaken, get taken up in the fall. Whereas these get taken up in the spring and summer. So as you can see, they're collecting this food and taking it in and really making a good dent in there. But yeah, so they're increasing this yield, and then essentially during the autumn is when they will harvest it. So I'm just kind of looking to see how that progress works. We've got Collie here. He's a 41-year-old farmer. So they're getting this cabbage ready to go. Not sure why they didn't pick this stuff up. That's okay. I feel like I should probably go ahead and make another orchard. This one doesn't seem big enough for only, 9 trees. Might be worth going across here, making like a double orchard, perhaps. I think I might do that. Maybe do 11 by 11. How big was this one? That one was 6 by 7, so... I feel like maybe... 11 by 12. Yeah, let's do 11 by 12. Again, this is my first real big playthrough, so you're pretty much experiencing the game as I am. If you have any say on what happens... Oh wow, we can just immediately put plums in there. Which is very cool. So, 1 of 2. What does this mean? Ah. So maybe we need to look and see who's farming. Oh, we need 5 farmers. Oh, you got 4. Let's take the builders down. Farming is very crucial at this point. Make sure we're not under or over on anything. No, I feel like maybe fishermen could be high. Or at least higher. Let's go ahead and bump up fishermen because the wood isn't going to come in any faster than it is unless I build another thing. We've got one woodcutter and 4 foresters, so I like that they put these right next to each other. I guess that makes sense. Anything that has to do with food is pretty close together too. I appreciate that. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by 4, so 24. That should increase that way higher. Although I'm sure plums aren't as fulfilling as one would like them to be. And just the second we get animals, the better. I really can't help this crop field. I mean, I'm sure there's people who are like, oh, you can plant stuff up here. But I would have to redesignate people. And I'm not sure which one gets more stuff. I mean, we've got 2 things in the spring, and if we get 2 things in the fall, that's probably going to be better in the long run for our citizens. Especially right before winter, if they're harvesting more plums. It's probably best, I think. Yeah, so we've got 20 plums in there, which I can't imagine a lot of people are doing plums. Let's go over here and see what these houses' inventories look like. Yeah, see. They are full of food, so I mean, it's not like they're running out. It's just that it is what it is. Now, I am curious. I don't remember when kids go to school, so I'm going to look that up real quick. 20 students at once. So, when a child grows up and reaches an age where he or she should work, if there's a space in school, they'll become a student for several years. After a certain amount of schooling, they'll become educated workers. And I think kids become workers when they're 12. So what, they probably go until they're maybe 14, 15, and then become educated workers? Which would make sense. I really like the way this looks. Kind of this farm in the middle. It's central to everything. It's close to this, so they can put this and then store it in here. There's no inventory right now. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and put... I'm going to go ahead and just go ahead and do this. You are now a farmer, apparently. Congratulations. I'm not sure if this is a good plan or not, but if we can get somebody to work here, it's totally fine. Although every kid now is going to go to school, so we'll have to wait a couple of years before they get older. And I haven't really been paying attention. Is this technically years in terms of their ages? Because I feel like these people are aging faster than these years. You would think that this would coincide with the ages of people. Because I'm pretty sure when we started off, the oldest person was 18, and now we haven't gone 18 years, so time in years must not correspond with time in terms of people years. That's kind of interesting. That whole tree just fell over on that house, though. That's not good. Yeah, who's responsible for this field? What are you doing? You're just standing on the docks? Get to work. Get to work. What are you doing? Are you your child? This is where like a selection button would come in handy, like a selection field. I can't click on these people. They're too fast. Too fast for this old man. Go ahead and close that. Still no deaths. Only 9 logs. So tools are still good. Who's doing that? Are you picking up resources? Very cool. Go ahead and close that. So, you know, this is our little village known as Excelsior. Had the mistake of not making an order with the merchant. You do pay more for special orders, but there's a better chance that they'll come back with the goods you need. Haven't seen anybody come down the river in a while, which would be handy. Another thing I'm considering, let's see, eventually expanding over in this area. Although in this map we'd have to build 2 bridges, which would be lots of resources. And if we really wanted to, we could go back here. It's not the best map. It's small. So there's a good chance this particular season may not last as long as I'd like, but so far so good. So yeah, let's go check on the ages of those kids. Yeah, you're 4 now, so doesn't make any sense. Still not enough logs. We'd have to take 16 and there's only 5 up there, so probably wait until we get that up. So I think that's probably going to do it for this episode of Banished. Again, if you guys like what you're seeing, as always, leave those likes, leave those comments, and by all means subscribe. I've got so much stuff that I have planned for this channel, different types of videos, but of course many series to keep things going. Okay, so these are already growing up. These will take a little while, obviously, as trees need some time to grow. So this won't be instant. That's the thing too. You have to think about that. So until next time, this is Ep8. Go play your games, and I'll be seeing ya.